First tonight, not giving up. That's what people who live on Tierra Verde are vowing after St. Petersburg approved this controversial marina. This is 10 Tampa Bay News at 11. I'm Emerald Morrow. The marina would sit off of Pinellas Bayway South, and neighbors have been fighting its redevelopment for months. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Chris Hurst is live there right now. And Chris, you talked to the developer behind it and the opposition.
Yeah, and Emerald, that group that has been opposing the marina expansion, says they plan to appeal, but they still want to negotiate with the developer, Greenleaf Capital, which has already compromised before.
They're not willing to stop. They have not lost any momentum.
Melanie Coleman-Simon is talking about the citizen group she helped start called Next, which for months has been fighting a new, larger marina.
They're all extra large.
In November, we followed them when they were strategizing on how to pack the St. Pete Development Review Commission and tell them to block the project. And we saw them celebrate when Greenleaf Capital decided to withdraw their plans just days later.
What we heard consistently from the residents was, please bring the height down to within the code.
It resubmitted a scaled-back version in March, dropping the slips from more than 700 to 500 and the height from 92 to 70 feet. Simon and the rest of Next say it's still too big and a danger during hurricanes.
Everybody's ready to go on for phase 3. This is definitely not lying down or time to quit.
Last night, the DRC approved the modified plan that Greenleaf spokesperson and former St. Pete Mayor Rick Kreisman says will also be farther away from homes.
They were trying to be as sensitive to the neighborhood as they could, and I think they came up with a really smart plan.
It still must get proper permits before construction. Simon says they're planning to appeal the vote to the circuit court.
We've had so many pledges come in of not $100, a lot more than that. So money I don't think is going to be an issue for us to hire a good attorney.
Those hurricane concerns are still one of the main sticking points for people out here, and Greenleaf admitted it still hasn't completed a required hurricane safety test. Kreisman tells me that'll happen later during the permitting process. Live in Tierra Verde, Chris Hurst, 10 Tampa Bay News.